Hey everyone, it's Lisa. This is my brother John.
Hello.
Jonny Juicer. If you guys don't already follow him, I will put all of his information down below. Tell him what you do while I'm looking for the questions.
Well, I'm on social media. I make a lot of videos with my dog about the vegan lifestyle, plant-based lifestyle, juicing. Juicing's a passion of mine, so spreading a lot of inspiration on all those topics.
So yesterday I asked you guys on Instagram and on my Facebook page if you had any questions for him, because I've been making a green juice. It's starting, the beginning of the year. I started doing a green juice in the morning. Gemma drinks it, I drink it. Bill does not like it, but we do. We have been drinking one green juice every day. The green juice that I show on Instagram every day, the video for that went up yesterday, so if you guys are interested in that recipe, you could see the description down below, and I will I'll link that video for you. It's just a basic, simple green juice recipe that John gave me, and what is it good for? People are asking me, why are you juicing vegetables?
Well, number one, we're not getting enough on a day-to-day basis, and juicing is just a great way to just combine a big quantity at one time and concentrating it and just getting it rapidly absorbed into your bloodstream. So the vegetables that we are getting, most people are just eating like little iceberg salads, spinach salads. We're not chewing it well enough, and we're not getting the whole spectrum of colors that we should be getting that help build your immune system and keep you well.
So I got about 15 questions on Instagram and Facebook combined, so we're just going to go through the questions real quick because they're really good questions that I knew nothing about until he explained it to me. So somebody said, we have juiced on and off and the cost and clean up always get to us. Our juicer always took forever to clean, which doesn't work when we both work full time. Any tips on quicker cleanup and keeping the cost down?
Well, with me, I shop around, obviously. I go to Caputo's a lot. Always look for the best prices. Sometimes I even, try to buy in bulk. But what I like to tell people ultimately is, health is your greatest wealth, because hospital bills are a lot more expensive than produce, as well as pharmaceutical drugs and stuff like that. So as far as, what else, the cleanup? The cleanup's a pain. I mean, it's part of the process. The best advice I give people with busy schedules is doing it the night before and storing them, like airtight, filling them all the way up to the top. But one way or another, I mean, unless you get, there's some juicers out there that are easier cleanups, but the more you get into getting the better ones that produce more juice and the slow masticating, they have more parts, and it does get a little time consuming sometimes, but
That's part of it, huh?
it's part of the process.
Somebody asked, I'm totally interested in incorporating juicy to my everyday diet. Is there a protein powder I can mix in with my juicing fruits and veggies?
I never have incorporated a protein powder, but I incorporated stuff like barley grass, which is high in protein, spirulina, which is like one of the highest protein sources in the world by weight. It's a blue-green algae, very high in minerals. It's considered a superfood, so spirulina is something I love. As well as hemp seeds. You can throw hemp seeds in there, or some hemp protein, some clean, easily absorbed protein.
Nice. And then the last one from Facebook, this person had a bunch of different questions, so we'll start with the first one. It says, what do you think of the BlendTec blender?
I think the BlendTec is amazing. It's the BlendTec and the Vitamix are very similar. It's much different than juicing. Blending and juicing is much different, but if you're going to go with blending and you're trying to get like the Mercedes-Benz of blenders, BlendTec and Vitamix are definitely the way to go.
Okay, the next question says, I heard from some family members that juicing lots of fruits and veggies is close to drinking soda. Is that a myth?
It's a total myth. All calories aren't the same. Obviously, fruits and vegetables contain so many different micronutrients and vitamins and minerals that, like I was saying earlier, our bodies we need to build our immune system so we can fight off a cold easily. And yeah, it's soda is filled with MSG and all types of chemicals that keep you addicted to that, where green juices and fruits and vegetables, foods that were grown from the earth that we're meant to eat, are foods that, number one, keep us well, keep us energized, keep us hydrated, and again, keep your immune system up.
Nice. And her last question is there any juice you recommend for people with PCOS and fertility issues? She said, I'm sorry for so many questions.
It's almost like whatever kind of condition somebody has, ultimately there's certain components in some foods, like dandelions, for example, that are good for liver. beets for purifying the blood. I mean, there are certain foods, but ultimately, I mean, just incorporating a juice daily, whether it's a green juice, carrot juice, beet juice, whatever kind of juice it is, just incorporating these different leafy green vegetables and herbs and fruits and different things into your body, and just putting it into your body like a multivitamin daily is what I feel will help heal and reverse almost anything, just over time believing in it, and then obviously gravitating more towards those type of foods, because what it does is helps change the whole palate ultimately.
All right, now we're over at Instagram. Somebody asked, here's what I'm wondering. Is there a reason you're juicing rather than just making a smoothie with the same ingredients?
Okay, so it's like the whole, when I'm vegan, everybody asks where I get my protein. With juicing, it's always that question. Why juicing over smoothies? Number one, we just juice, and you saw the quantity of stuff that we put in the juice to make a 32-ounce juice. It's a lot of produce. So you're taking, I mean, you couldn't even, maybe all the kale you use can fit in the blender, but number one, you're using a bigger quantity, so you're concentrating a big amount of different things, right? Number two, you're not diluting it with nothing. You're literally taking all the water and concentrating all the vegetables and greens. So you're drinking the water from the plants. You're removing the fiber. So when you're removing the fiber, which fiber is great, but when you're removing the fiber in this instance, your digestive system doesn't have to work at all. So all these nutrients get absorbed rapidly. It's like a 15-minute process into the bloodstream. And it just gives your body a chance to heal, regenerate the organs. When you're doing stuff like juice fasting, like I'm on day 16, it purifies the blood. It helps drain your lymphatic system and drain your gallbladder and your liver and your kidneys. And it's just a real great body cleanse. I mean, you notice your skin starts glowing. With blending, again, you're not doing as much. You're putting a handful of spinach, you're putting a handful of fruits, you're throwing a powder, you're throwing some seeds. With juicing, it's literally all plant water that just purifies the body.
I mean, even me, before I knew how to juice from him, I mean, that's what I would do. I would use my Ninja. I would throw some strawberries, some blueberries, some almond milk, some chia seeds. That's all I knew until he started.
And I used to go to the gym, and when I used to get my migraines and I used to be sick a lot, I used to make smoothies all the time. I did the same thing. But then when I started getting crazy with it, because I started feeling better, like after a few weeks doing it. So I started doing 64 ounces and just drinking more and more of these greens that I wasn't never getting. I mean, one 32-ounce juice is like 12 servings of vegetables. That's a lot of vegetables.
Yeah.
As opposed to not eating 1 to 3 servings, and then all of a sudden you're bringing all this life to your body. I mean, it's amazing.
And again, if you want to see what we juiced in the one green juice that I use and how much produce goes into just that juice, I'll link the video down below. That's the recipe video we did yesterday. Okay, the next question is, what's the cheapest way to start with a juicing machine?
A machine?
That's what it says, yeah.
Well, you can go to my website. I have specific juicers, like a beginner juicer, a mid-level juicer, and like the best that I consider the best. I've played with almost every juicer on the market, from Breville, Omega, Huron, TriBest, and I always tell people a Breville's a great way to start because it yields a decent amount of juice. It doesn't extract too much from the greens, but for beginners, I mean, just that want to get some vegetables into their diet, it's not terrible to clean. It's much better than a Jack LaLanne or something you'll pick up from a Walmart. So Breville juicer.
It's not that bad to clean.
Yeah, Breville juice fountain.
That's what I have. It's not. It really doesn't take that long to clean it.
And now I've seen them at Home Goods. They're like $99. So.
Yep.
It's a good deal.
All right. Let's see.
It's my crystal. You like it?
We got a few more questions.
I love you.
Couple more questions.
I love her.
Then
we'll play.
Okay.
I love her so much. Honestly,
Gemma is sitting so patiently right now, waiting for him to play with her. Okay. What are some great juicing recipes for toddlers that struggle to eat veggies? My 2-year-old is a very picky eater, and I would like to juice veggies with fruits that might hide the taste. Any suggestions?
So working in the functional medicine office, we work with a lot of kids, and we incorporate juicing with them as well. And what we do is we always try to incorporate one leafy green. We tell them celery and cucumber, and then a couple apples. You don't have to throw like a big old thumb of ginger in there. You can do a couple apples. You can do some beet juice. You could do some carrot juice some days with apple. Just simple things that are sweet, tolerable for kids to take down.
Gemma loves this green juice that I made in that video, and it has kale and celery, which kind of are bitter, but the apple and the lemon and the ginger, I feel like, make it sweeter. Yeah. So she drinks like 2 little glasses.
She drinks the ginger too,
yeah,
huh?
She loves it.
That's amazing. And ginger is, for those that don't know, ginger is one of the most powerful herbs you can put in your body. It's anti-inflammatory, antifungal, antibacterial. It's good for nausea. It's good for circulation, blood purifier. I mean, it's a powerful. I mean, it's been used in Chinese and Indian medicine for hundreds of thousands of years.
Okay, 2 more questions. It says, I know there are fruits that contain a lot of sugar. Is there a combination of fruits that would run too high in sugar? And if so, what greens to combine with it?
So that's another thing. They've done studies where, you know, if you're drinking just straight up carrot juice or orange juice or grapefruit juice, obviously from a store that's pasteurized with added sugars, that's a lot different than making your own. Like I had orange juice this morning, 32 ounces, and that's a way to energize my day. And citrus is so important because what the acids do is it helps to clean out all the stuff that builds up around our lymphatic system. It helps purify the blood. It helps release all these toxins. It basically goes in there and like a scrub brush, just scrubs everything and cleans out the body. That's why I start my days when I'm on this juice fast with citrus juices, and then I kind of taper off with a nice hearty green to alkalize the body and get all those minerals in and kind of like taper off. So you shouldn't be too worried, especially if you're making it yourself. You shouldn't be too worried about the sugar intake, unless of course you're a diabetic. That's a whole nother issue.
Okay, the last question is, can I juice everything at one time for the whole week? Will the nutrients keep that long?
Depends on the juicer machine you use. If you're using something like a Breville, like she has, I recommend only up to 24 hours. In that case, you'd want to do it, you know, the night before or do it in the morning and have it for that day. If you buy a slow masticating juicer, which are like around $250 up to $500 or more, those don't oxidize the nutrients to the degree a centrifugal juicer does. So they can stay for up to 3 days max.
So yeah. So these are the questions that you guys asked. Hopefully we answered them and you understand and everything makes sense.
Yeah, in a
She
second.
wants to play with him so bad.
Juicing, I'm just going to leave it with this. Juicing technology is like, it's like a gift and a curse. And I feel that juicing is such an important tool nowadays because number one, the soil is depleted, and it's just a great way to cheat the whole process for getting all these vegetables into our diet that we're not getting. There's stuff that I juice that I don't even eat, but I just know that they're just so high in nutrients and they are good for my body. Like stuff like watercress, arugula, bitter greens that I wouldn't eat in a salad, but I'll juice them because they're the most nutrient-dense foods in the planet. So it's foods that are going to keep us well, and again, it just cheats the whole process. So take advantage.
So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you have more questions, leave them down below, and maybe we'll do another one of these, you know, in the next couple weeks because he's been coming over to play with Gemma a lot and teaching me how to juice. So
thank you for having me.
Yeah. So we will see you guys maybe in another video, and yeah, thanks for answering questions. Check him out on Instagram, Jonny_juicer, and he also has a YouTube channel. I'll link all that down below, but he does a lot of Instagram lives where he does Q&As. So and he shows you how to make juice as well. So check him out and get educated about juicing. That's it. It's really interesting what it does for your body. So that's all we have. Say bye-bye.
Say bye-bye.
Say I'm going to go play with Uncle Jonny now.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.